Hello, hello, my name is Phil. Let's talk about movies.
I'm sorry that I'm a little pixelated. I don't know why, but hopefully you can see me okay.
I could start this review by saying it's just the two of us. See what I did there? Crashing cymbals?
Just the two of us.
We are talking about Filippo Meneghetti's debut feature, and it's called The Two of Us, or just Two of Us. It's called Two of Us, and it is a romantic drama starring Barbara Sukowa, who was in Atomic Blonde, and also Lola, which was a really early 80s Fassbinder movie. And it also stars Martine Chevallier, who has been in many French movies, a big, well-known actress in France. So, what did you make of this, Raj? Do you want to set the scene? Do you want to talk about the story?
Yeah, so it's basically set in France. I don't know if it's Paris or not, but it was France. Two elder lesbians who are in love, and basically they've had to keep their whole love affair a secret. But when one of the ladies has a stroke and needs to have a caretaker look after her, the secrets start to come out, and basically it's just it's kind of a coming of age story of coming out later in life as a French lesbian.
I found it really refreshing because it focused on two elderly gay women, and you don't see that very often. And also it was quite a reflective and quite positive movie instead of something that was, I don't know, something that was a bit more sensationalist or novelty. And I quite liked that. I quite liked the fact that it was about two elderly women.
There was nothing sensational about this storyline. It was what I like to call, Phil, a slice of life movie. It kept my interest. I mean, normally I wouldn't, my interest wouldn't be piqued if I was offered to watch a movie like this, but I went on your word, Phil. You said it was good, so I gave it a whirl this morning, and it was all right. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I sent you a message saying we do have quite different tastes in movies sometimes. I mean, some we get together. I suppose dramas that I tend to like more than you do, maybe, if that's fair.
Well, I mean, it would be quite boring if we actually liked everything the same, wouldn't it?
That's very true, very true. I love the fact also that these two characters had kept their, relationship a secret for, 2 decades or something? Because they met in Rome, and they've been lovers for 20 years, but obviously they had these apartments that were opposite each other. So they practically lived together, but obviously not, because they still had that divide. And obviously it was all to do with the family, because it was Madeleine's family, Madeleine, who has the stroke. She's kept their relationship a secret from them. And I suppose it's quite refreshing in that sense that you think nowadays, especially with young couples, it's taken for granted, the LGBT relationships, because it's more accepted now. But I suppose with elderly women who have gone through relationships over 20 years, and bearing in mind that Madeleine was married to a man before that as well, I just thought that was great, and it kept a real intrigue in the story. I was fascinated by the story, and also it did feel like sometimes in the film that there was something bad was going to happen. I mean, obviously something bad does happen, but it had that tension, it had that drama, which kept me watching.
Yeah, I just thought it was really interesting how the two women had to stage the neighbors popped over type of thing when she has people over, and they were pretending that they had the good neighborly thing going on. I just thought that was oh my god, could you imagine still having to do that well into your old age just because you're not ready to come out?
Yeah, exactly, because I think elderly gay love is a bit more complex than what you think with young gay couples now. I think there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, a lot of freedoms and liberties that we take for granted. So that was interesting.
And lots of pretense, like we say as well, because they're having to keep it under the carpet. And I don't think Nina was very happy about that situation where she had to live a secret. She was quite fiery. I thought the performances were great. Both of the lead actors I thought were really phenomenal in this.
Yeah, that scene on the street where she finds out, I don't want to give it away, but it was a really dramatic scene, and where Nina gets fired up, and they're not quite on the same page about their future together, and it all starts to go downhill from there, though.
Yeah, because there were some moments of the film I did wonder if they were both wanting the same things, because like you say, they were both quite different in some ways. Although their love was strong, I think they had that bond. I did wonder whether Madeleine was up for it as much as Nina, because I think Nina was a bit more fiery and a bit more determined to have, you know, a relationship. So yes, it is called Two of Us. It's out now, actually. I think it's been screening at cinemas, but it's out on DVD and Blu-ray and also on demand too. So you can watch it online. We'll put all the links down below so you can check it out yourself. If you have seen it, let us know. It's a 4-star for me. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit lower for you, Raj.
It's going to be a 3 for me, but I did enjoy it. I wouldn't normally watch this sort of film, but glad I did. It was interesting.
Anyway, good to see you. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.